My little plan is to fit this on top of the above the kitchen unit and under the TV, which will come down to about there, when I can find a stand to put it on. Car going past. It's always a car going past when I want to do something. So the plan is, yeah, to put that just above the top of the unit so we can plug the TV and phones and stuff into there. I'll have to run a wire from the other side because I didn't put one in here for some unknown reason, so I'm going to run the wire under the bed. It'll come out here, up through here where the solar comes out, back through, and it'll pop out there. And we've got some room behind there because we've got 50mm padding in there, so I can cut through, and that should be enough room for that to go in nice and neat. We'll see, yeah. But in the meantime, let's get the wire through. Right, I've got the cable through from behind the wardrobe. I'm just going to clip that on there with some cable clips. Bring it out here. Hey, the sun's nearly shining. Fasten the other end of the wire on there and then join it all up. I'm seriously getting too old to be doing this. We need a young person to help. Do we know anyone? Right, I've got it all joined together there using the connectors, and I've put some electric tape around it as well just to make sure. So just getting on with putting that up. Too loud. Well, I've got my ear protection now. I'm just going to finish this off, and then I'm going to have to go and have a shower because I'm heading off up the road to photograph the 70th anniversary of the Korean War. They're having a bit of a memorial up at Seam. So finish this and then I'm done. That'll be the finger. So I've wired this little thing up, which has got USB, it's got the cigarette lighter, switch on and off, and it's got a voltmeter on it as well. Now you wire it up like this, it doesn't come wired up, so you've got to physically do it yourself. Now I'm not going to show you how to do that because I've already done a video on another channel. So I'll pop a link up there to the other channel. It's called The Silver Fox Does Stuff. There's loads of stuff on there. I did it in the caravan, so it's exactly the same thing, same principle. So yeah, not going to go over it again. Have a look on there. I didn't know what I was doing then either. Right, I've made sure there's no wires anywhere behind there. And now I have to get that to come out of that. We will see. There we go. Success! Now I just have to make sure I've got enough for the wire to come all the way around and through there. And then screw this back up and paint it a bit. Got all the little marks all over. Good morning, we're back on it. First of all though, lovely cup of tea. In my favourite mug with the seagulls on from Manda's cat. Now I have to cut a hole there for the switch panel which is going to be going in there. Well, socket, not a switch panel. And I foolishly put the wire in first, so I'm going to have to take the wire out, then cut the hole, and then hopefully I can thread it back through. So yeah, let's do that. The sun's actually shining for a little bit. Now you want to be careful when you're measuring the hole for this, because there's not much room for forgiveness. Now, I don't know whether you can see inside of there, these holes are on the inside of this ridge here. So you don't want to be measuring to there, you just want to be measuring to the edge of there. And it's 80mm by 80mm. That's what I'm going to do anyway.
That. Could you try again?
My watch is talking to me again. Stop it. I've already measured from the floor. I know the tabletop comes up to 36 inches, so I'm going to do 37 inches. And yes, I'm working in centimetres and millimetres and inches at the same time again. So I'm just going to mark this out on there. Obviously, we can't use a spirit level because the van's not straight and we're on a bank. So sort of like, I'm going to do it by eye, I guess. 80 millimetres from that. I'm just going to do it by eye first. That looks about straight. So it's better to make it too small than too big. Obviously you can't add it back on once you've done it. Got 80 there. Got 80 there. 80 there. And 80 there. And when I cut this out, I'm going to come on the inside of the lines just to make sure. Looks about square to me. Let's cut that out. So I'm going to try using this little fella. You can see it's got some lovely serrated edges, if that's in focus. Now I know the wire goes down over, so I can cut the top and I can cut the side, and then I'll see where the wire goes from there. Probably just pull it through. Right, let's do it. Headphones, where's my headphones? Always remember your ear protections. Should probably have eye protection on as well. Right, I don't know what this is going to go like, but I'm going to keep it. Should probably not start that before I finish the sentence. Like I said, I'm going to keep it on the inside of these lines. Right, we've got to get this wire out of the way. It's well out the way now. I just tuck it in there so it doesn't fly up anywhere. I don't really have enough room to get in there with this. I think it needs to go back further. But we do have lots of padding in there, lots of insulation. Let's see. Yeah, I need to cut the insulation out. So inside of there we have 50 mil of insulation, so somehow I'm going to have to cut that out and then it'll all fit. So I've managed to get some of it out. That might be enough. Let's try it again. There you go. Not too bad. Might have to do a little bit of jiggity about, but looks like it's going to be okay there. So there you have it. It's in place now. It looks straight, but you can't tell. Actually, I think it looks a little bit wonky, but if I try and straighten it again, once I put the kitchen unit in, then there might be might be a bit wonky, and the top cupboards there might be a bit wonky. So I think it's best I won't actually screw it in yet. I'll wire it up, but I won't screw it in. I'll wait till I get the kitchen in, and then we'll see what looks right. Might be able to like a bit of a jiggery pokery around a bit and yeah, make it look good by sight, I think. Now, normal people would use these wire cutters to strip the edge off, but what's been happening with these is it's cutting right through the wires, so you know, you can see the individual wires inside. It's been cutting through 2 or 3 of them, so that's not ideal. And I'm not sure what this thing is on the end, but I have tried adjusting it. I went that way and that made it worse. I've been getting much more success just with the old teeth. I've got a good cutting edge there. I'm just feeling it that way. Perfect. It's not the greatest feeling in the world as your teeth rub along copper wire, but it's done. Right, just have to connect them up now. Right, it's come to that time where I have to wire these up, and we do have this negative here which has to fasten to the negative on here, which is the switch. You notice the negative because it's the silver one as opposed to the gold one, as my friend Stephen Bell has told me from Hugo Van. So we've got the negative has to go into there, and we also have, sorry, not that one, we need a spade connector, so it won't be that one, it'll be a spade connector. So negative to negative like that in the spade connector, and then that fastens to the silver part. And then we do exactly the same thing with the live part as per diagram, which I printed off my old video. You can see at the bottom there. Right, I'm going to get that done probably off camera because there may be a lot of swearing.
We should video it then, shouldn't we?
So I have managed to get the two wires in eventually by twisting them together and doing it, but it was a pain, as things usually are. So now I've got to make sure we stick it onto the right switch part. So it's negative, make sure that it's definitely negative. Where are we? Yep, negative, there's a negative sign there, going onto the silver part on there. So that just pops straight onto the switch. There you go. So now we've just got the positive to positive. I'll do the same again. Now I do have, I think I've mentioned this earlier in the video, I do have a video from when I put one of these in the caravan. So I probably just shot some bits of that in, you can see that. Right, I've managed to get the positive ones together. Now this one goes in the second part of the switch, which is the gold one, not the silver. There we go. It's all in. Right. And it goes in that way, so that's just going to pop in there. Well, it fit in before. It's like I keep saying though, you don't get much space between the edge and where the screw goes in, so if you cut too far, you're a bit knackered really. Right, as I keep saying, I'm not going to screw it in yet. I'm going to wait until I get the kitchen in, which is coming next, once I've screwed this back on. And I don't know who's going to help me lift that in because Brenda's back's knackered and I can't lift it on my own. Steve's away on a holiday with Mandy. Where's that Cremo? He could help us, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Right, I've got it temporarily plugged into the EcoFlow to get some power. So yes, we have some power, but I don't know whether you can spot the deliberate mistake. We have power when it's not even switched on. So I think, well, I know that I've made a mistake in the wiring, just connecting the mains up, well, the 12 volts up. That should have just gone to there and the main straight into that one, to the switch. I've just put them both on that one. So I just need to disconnect these two and connect that to that and that to that. And then it should just switch on and off as normal. Right, we'll try that. So I've disconnected the two positive ones that I had together, and I've stuck another spade connector on the end of the main feed, and I'm just going to tighten that up now. It's nice and tight. So that one now goes on to the middle connector, which of course is the switch. I don't know whether you can, I can hardly get my fingers in, it's a bit fiddly. Get in there, lad. There you go, that one. And now the next one, which takes the power all the way around to all the other pieces. Needs another spade connector on. It's got a bit dark, hasn't it? And gloomy. Foxy July weather in the UK. It's supposed to be, oh no, it should be 20 degrees or something. And what have we got? About 12. Hopeless. We've had 3 times the amount of rain that we should have had for July. Global warming, eh? Not so much. July, I tell thee. Right, so I'm just fastening that one on there. And I believe this time it'll all work fine and dandy. So we'll pop that back in there. Right, fingers crossed. Let's plug it in. It's plugged in. Turn the EcoFlow on. It still seems to be doing that. Oh no, there you go. There you go. So that's turned it all off. And that's turned it all back on again. Lovely. So, there you go. If you can see me in the gloom, we have a fully working socket. So we've got a cigarette type lighter there, cigar lighter, which will power the television because we've got a 12 volt television. And we've got 2 5 volt, 2.1 amp, just normal USB charges. So yeah, we can do our phones off there and whatever else we fancy. And this is just a voltmeter, tells us how much power we've got in the battery. So if you've enjoyed that video and found it informative, then please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe for free. How much is it, Brenda?
Free?
Completely free.
Completely
well,
free.
You should probably sign up then. By the way, I'm not an electrician, so you know, don't take my word for everything. Make sure you get somebody to check it for you. It should be okay. I had it in the caravan for about 3 or 4 years, the same thing, and that worked fine. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye. We will catch you later and next time.